Have a look at this position. It's white to move and checkmate black in one move. Do you see it? So the correct move is queen to h2, and that's a checkmate. This particular checkmating pattern is so frequent it has a name. It's called the Dovetail Checkmate. It's named after the configuration that these four pieces make, the shape of a dovetail. Now the queen is supported by the king. In general, in a dovetail checkmate, the queen can be supported by any piece. It should be diagonally adjacent to the enemy king that it's checkmating, and it requires two enemy pieces to restrict the movement of the king. The queen has all of the other squares covered. All right, let's take a look at a dovetail checkmate in a more complicated situation. Here it's white to move and win. Pause the video and try to solve this one. Okay, let's talk through it before we move the pieces. The correct move here is rook to c8 check. There's only one legal response. Rook takes c8. Then white follows up with queen takes c8 check. And again, there's only one legal response, which is rook to f8 to block the check. Then white's move is pawn to f7 check. Now here there are two legal moves for black. If the black king goes to h8, then queen takes f8 is mate. If instead the king takes the pawn on f7, then the queen returns to e6 for a dovetail checkmate. So now let's move the pieces. So check. The rook here is pinned. The only legal move is rook takes rook. Then the queen takes the rook, check. The black king can't move, so black needs to block with the rook. Then white checks with the pawn. And here's where black has two possible moves. If he goes to the corner, he gets mated on the back rank. And if instead he takes the pawn with the king, then we have this dovetail checkmate. Notice the pattern here. The white queen has all of these squares covered, and the two black pieces here and here are restricting the motion of the black king. All right, thanks for watching.